Welcome back to our COVID-19 support series. Today we are talking about UVC and deep cleaning for industrial facilities, and we're going to talk about how we're using both equipment and strategy to be able to provide safe working environments in industrial settings. So this weekly series is brought to you by LSS Holdings. LSS Holdings is comprised of Hughes Environmental, providing environmental facility cleaning, duct cleaning, ceiling and rafter cleaning, combustible dust remediation, and as well as LSS Life Safety Services, providing test, inspection, and repair of fire and smoke damper, fire door, fire stopping, and UVC lighting solutions. And now welcoming Safenetics to the team, safety e-learning certification platform for inspection technology application, launched this year in May. So UVC disinfection services are multi-patented, scientifically proven, have been around for decades, and bring the power of highly concentrated germicidal UVC disinfection technology wherever it is needed for air and surfaces in industrial facilities. All these products that we're talking today and systems are 99.9% effective against COVID-19, as well as influenza, mold, and bacteria. We're talking today about providing these systems in buildings and in spaces where they have not already been installed. They have been installed for quite some time in food manufacturing, in their process lines, but now we're seeing the opportunity to be able to put UVC in the spaces where the employees are working, and we're going to talk about that today. So UVC disinfection services. So these services are 99.9% effective against COVID-19. And we're going to talk about the Sterile Wand, which is a portable unit that plugs in. We're going to talk about in-duct UV lighting, as you see in these photographs here. These are quite large applications, but they can be as small as in a PTAC or a window-mounted or a wall-mounted air conditioning system. We're also going to talk about mobile remote UVC disinfectant systems that can be used and be moved throughout a facility in small rooms, larger rooms. We're also going to talk about ceiling wall mountable germicidal UVC systems, and we're seeing these in receiving and shipping areas as well as in bathrooms. They're working behind the scenes, so to speak, and cleaning the air and helping making spaces safe in airports and in hospital bathrooms, and again, shipping and receiving, lots of different applications. So here's the advantages. There are many reasons why industries are turning to germicidal UVC technology for industrial air cleaning systems. Chief among them is that it enables industries to comply with strict local codes and regulations as the technology is environmentally friendly. None of us know what enforcement is going to come from COVID-19, but the companies that are choosing to put these systems in place are seeing this as a preventative measure as well, and being prepared for codes that are coming down in the future. And they're energy efficient. UV lamps are chemical free and produce no disinfection byproducts or corrosive material. We talk about not producing ozone, and that is definitely one of the things it does not produce. Germicidal UVC lamps can effectively sterilize bacteria, mold, fungi, and viruses without health hazard associated with the use of harmful chemicals. And it also providing safety for assets as well. So we're not putting anything wet on electronic equipment. UV systems are easy to operate and maintain, and their compact designs makes retrofitting simple. We can come up with an application in just about any type of a setting, so they're really readily available and easy to put into your facility. The proprietary germicidal UV lamps that we are representing provide a broad range of applications that are used throughout the world by many industries. We have a lot of case studies, so whatever your situation may be, we can supply the data and the backup showing where we've been able to use this in an application similar to yours, whether it's research and development, whether it's education, whether it's a commercial office setting, we can show that this has been effective. One example is our UV lamps that effectively remove toxic chemicals produced during the treatment of wood and other surfaces, as well as the manufacturing of plastics, rubber, and printing products. This is a very exciting advancement, and we can share with you how we're using UV lamps in manufacturing. They're doing this by eliminating and reducing VOCs, volatile organic compounds, and in industrial exhaust containing solvents, therefore making it a much safer environment for the workers in these industries and protecting them. So why now? You know, they've been used for decades, but we're seeing an incredible increase in interest now that we face the COVID-19 virus pandemic. So it's a perfect time to look at UVC disinfection in your facility. There's also potential for grant money in many cases, and there's certainly energy savings and then peace of mind for your employees. We know that in a lot of industrial settings, it's very difficult to practice social distancing. Putting up barriers may not be an option and may also continue to present a problem for perception from not only employees, but also visitors in the facility. So you need to consider installing UVC light in the air handler units that serve your building. And that way, the air that passes through the coils is instantly sanitized and disinfection. Secondly, you can also install these lights not only in receiving areas, but also in workspaces, and as we mentioned earlier, in bathrooms and other settings. And then some of the portable units using them on demand where you want to disinfect maybe an area that a high touch area. So in conjunction with using UVC, you can combine deep cleaning services. And based on CDC guidelines, there's particular attention that will focus on COVID-19 and influenza targeted surface areas, these high surface areas. So where you might not be able to use UVC, like we're seeing here in these pallet areas, you would consider using fogging and other chemical applications. So these high touch areas, hard surfaces, lower walls, doors, doorknobs, countertops, security card readers, restrooms, faucets, break rooms, and food prep area and machinery. So when we're talking to customers about deep cleaning services, we really want to customize or tailor a combination of modalities. So this might consist of hand wiping, or utilizing electrostatic sprayers and atomizers with the approved disinfections by the EPA. But then we might combine that as well with using UVC light disinfection, utilizing the handheld wands on these high touch areas because you don't want to apply something wet. So the example here is medical equipment, expensive computer equipment, documents, and electronics. But there's a lot of other items that fall into that category as well. And we can use these UVC light tools to disinfect and clean that area. UVC is a proven method that uses short wavelength UVC light to kill microorganisms, and studies show, again, that we get that 99.9 disinfection. And the other upside is, if we're only considering COVID-19, that it's also going to attack mold and bacteria and other viruses. We can document and provide evidence for not only your employees, but also in some cases for your insurance with surface testing that the area has been deemed sanitized. So we can use COVID-19 surface testing as an additional service to verify high touch areas in your facility that have now been cleaned of COVID-19. This service is available as a turnkey add-on for your environmental cleaning. So if you're having us perform deep cleaning or UV cleaning, we can also add COVID-19 surface testing, but we can also contract this service, and you can provide your own standalone. We could do it as a standalone service, or send you the materials so that you can test and send these back for quick turnaround, 24 to 48 hours upon receipt from the lab. So this is a great way to be flexible and be effective on providing that documentation that you need to provide either, again, to your employees or to other agencies. So we would provide this, you can provide this sampling for COVID-19 on those high-touch areas: doorknobs, water fountains, tools, offices, break rooms, food prep areas, elevator buttons, handrails, light switches, and other areas that you feel could be infected. So as always, we welcome your questions. We welcome the opportunity to talk to you about your facility and your concerns and how we can put a protocol together. You can find us not only here on the YouTube channel weekly, but also on our website, Life Safety Services. And you can send us emails at info@lifesafetyservices.com. And then we also, 24 hours, have our COVID-19 hotline at 888-675-4519. And we really appreciate this chance to be able to provide good content for you on an ongoing basis. Thank you for subscribing to our blogs, to our email blasts, and to our YouTube series on COVID-19 and other life safety topics. We just hope that you have a great week and stay safe out there. Thank you so much, and see you soon.